Hello students, welcome you to this session. In today's class, we are going to study Binomial Theorem. Binomial Theorem is, it is an expansion. You know a plus b the whole square, you know a square plus 2ab plus b square, right? A plus b the whole cube also you know. A cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. Suppose the power is 4 or 5 or the power is 17, then how to do that? We find difficult. That's the beauty of mathematics. Whenever you find something difficult, they find some easy things. Okay. So here, binomial theorem, actually there are two theorems. One is if the power is a positive integer, that is power is a natural number, then how to expand it. Then if it is a fraction, how to do, that is binomial theorem for rational index, that you see later. In this video, I am going to teach you binomial theorem for positive integer, that is if the power is a natural number. So let n belongs to capital N. Okay, then x plus a raised to n, let n be any integer, even 20, 25, whatever it is. X plus a raised to n. The expansion is, first you write x raised to n, x raised to n plus nc1, combination you know, nc1, x raised to reduce one power, x raised to n minus 1 into a. The first time we are not writing a, now we write a. Plus nc2, first we started with nc1, now nc2. X power reduce one more, first x raised to n, then x raised to n minus 1, then x raised to n minus 2. A power increase. First term there is no a, second term a raised to 1, now a square. Can you guess the next one? nc3, x raised to n minus 3, a raised to 3, plus etc. It goes on like this. And the general term will be ncr, x raised to n minus r, a raised to r, plus etc. And the last term will be, first term is what? X raised to n, and the last term is a raised to n. Okay, this is the expansion of, this is called binomial expansion, x plus a raised to n. This you can use it when n is a positive integer, that is n is a natural number. Okay, so x plus a raised to n is x raised to n plus nc1 x raised to n minus 1 into a plus nc2 x raised to n minus 2 a square plus etc. The general term is ncr x raised to n minus r a raised to r plus etc. And the finally a raised to n. Suppose the sign is minus, x plus a raised to n is this one. Suppose x minus a raised to n, what do you do? Alternate term you put plus minus. First term is positive, second negative, positive, negative, like that you write. Same expansion only. Okay. So listen, how can you remember it? Actually first one coefficient we have written 1. Actually it is nc0. nc0, nc1, nc2, etc. Finally it should be ncn. But you know ncn is equal to 1, nc0 is also 1, right? So I left that one. nc0, nc1, etc., ncn. These are the coefficients. So these coefficients we call it as binomial coefficients. These coefficients are called what? Binomial coefficients. Binomial coefficients. This nc0, nc1, nc2, etc., ncn are called binomial coefficients, or in short we can write C0. The meaning is nc0 only we write what? C0, C1, C2, etc., Cn are called binomial coefficients. Here some of the results I want to teach you. Sum of the binomial coefficients. Sum of the binomial coefficients. That is, if you add all these, your answer is 2 raised to n. Sum of the binomial coefficients is equal to what? 2 raised to n. Another important result, if you take the odd terms, that is first, third, fifth, like that, that is sum of the coefficients of odd terms is equal to sum of the coefficients of even terms, and each equal to 2 raised to n minus 1. Remember this, okay? Sum of all the binomial coefficients, that is C0 plus C1 plus C2 plus etc. Cn is equal to what? 2 raised to n. If you take the odd position, that is first, third, that is C0 plus C2 plus C4 plus etc. equal to C1 plus C3 plus C5 plus etc. and each total will be 2 raised to n minus 1. Another important thing, can you tell me how many terms are here? You know, please listen here. You know what is a plus b the whole square? What is a plus b the whole square? A square plus 2ab plus b square, right? What is a plus b the whole cube? A cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. Please listen here. The first one, how many terms are there? Power is 2. 1, 2, 3. 3 terms. The second one, 1, 2, 3, 4 terms, right? If the power is 2, 3 terms. If the power is 3, 4 terms. If the power is 5, 6 terms will be there. One more. Here the power is n, right? X plus a raised to n. So how many terms will be there? N plus 1 terms will be there. How can I identify C from here? If you see 1, 2, 3, etc. up to n. So from here there are n terms and here one extra term. So there are how many terms? N plus 1 terms, right? Totally there are n plus 1 terms. So that you can mention here. This expansion contains, so this expansion contains how many terms? N plus 1 terms. Okay, so this is another important thing. Then the general term, that is actually r plus 1th term, T r plus 1. How do you know this is the r plus 1th term? Look here. So when 1 comes, NC1, actually that is the second term. First term is x raised to n, right? When 1 comes, this is the second term. When 2 comes, third term. When 3 comes, that is the fourth term. 10 comes, that is 11th term. When r comes, NCR, that is r plus 1th term, right? So TR plus 1 is equal to NCR x raised to n minus r a raised to r. You know, already I said the expansion has how many terms? N plus 1 terms, right? So suppose the power is 17. Suppose something they are giving, the power is 17. Can you tell me how many terms will be there? 18 terms will be there, right? 18 terms will be there. Suppose they are asking, find the 14th term, T14 they are asking. You cannot write everything, all the 17 terms you write, taking the 14th term, not easy. For that, we make use of this one, general term. TR plus 1 is equal to NCR x raised to n minus r a raised to r. From the question, you can identify all the letters. What's the question? X plus a raised to n. The first term, you take it as x. Second term, you take it as a. The power, you take it as n. Then substitute here, you will get TR plus 1, n value, a value, x value, everything you know, just substitute it. Then, if you want 14th term, I want T14. If I want 14th term, you put R equal to 13. You put R equal to 13. If I put R equal to 13, I will get the 14th term. Then you put R equal to 13, T, 13 plus 1, you will get what? 14th term, that's all. If I want the 7th term, you put R equal to 6. So 6 plus 1, you will get T7 directly, right? For that, you can use this one. If you know the general term, any particular term, if you want to find the 25th term, you put R equal to 24. You will get 25th term alone separate. You will get it. Okay? So that is the use of this one. Okay? So these are the major theory part. And one more very important thing I want to teach you, that is how to find the middle term. You have to be very careful. Now please listen here. Suppose there are 5 terms. How many middle terms are there? If there are 5 terms, there is only one middle term, right? Suppose there are 6 terms. You can see there are 2 middle terms, right? So, middle term means sometimes you will get 1 term or sometimes you will get what? 2 terms. When you get 1 term, if there are odd number of terms, underline the word terms. If there are 5 terms, that is 1 term. 1 middle term. If there are 7 terms, 1 middle term. If there are 10 terms, you can find 2 middle terms, right? So number of terms is odd, 1 term. Number of terms is even, 2 terms, 2 middle terms, right? My question is, if n is even, can you guess how many middle terms will be there? n is even, I am telling. N is even, not the number of terms even. N is even. For example, suppose n is 4. N is even only, no? X plus a raised to n. N is 4, I am telling. So n is even. If n is 4, how many terms will be there? 5 terms will be there. If there are 5 terms, how many middle term? Only 1. I am not telling number of terms is even. I am telling n is even. N means the power. When the power is 4, number of terms will be 5. It become odd. Then there is only one middle term, and the middle term is given by n by 2 plus 1th term. N by 2 plus 1th term. Please listen here. When n is 4, for n you put 4, 4 by 2. What is 4 by 2? 2. 2 plus 1, 3. Third term. First, second, third term. Yes, third term is the middle term. Suppose n is 10. Which is the middle term? There are 11 terms will be there, right? N is 10. So the form method is n by 2 plus 1th term. N is 10. 10 by 2, 5. 5 plus 1, 6. So you are supposed to find the 6th term. 6th term is the middle term. How can you find the 6th term? Put r equal to 5. Put r equal to 5 in the general term. You will get T6, and that is the middle term. This is when n is even. When n is even, number of terms will be odd. Only one middle term. Now the second one, when n is odd. This is n is even, right? If n is odd, for example, n equal to 5. N equal to 5, the power is 5. X plus a raised to 5. If the power is 5, how many terms will be there? 6 terms will be there. If there are 6 terms, you can see there are 2 middle terms, right? So there are 2 middle terms. If n is odd, there are 2 middle terms. The position n plus 1 by 2th and n plus 1 by 2 plus 1th terms. I said say odd, n is 5. If n is 5, totally, if n is 5, totally there are 6 terms. For n you put 5, 5 plus 1, 6. 6 by 2, 3. So third term, and 3 plus 1, fourth term. Third term and fourth term are middle terms. 1, 2, 3, 4. Third term and fourth term are middle terms. So suppose n is equal to 17. Suppose n equal to 17. 17 is odd number, yes. N is 17. Substitute 17 plus 1, 18. 18 by 2, 9th. So 9th term and 9 plus 1, 10th term. T9 and T10 are the middle terms. How can you find the 9th term? Put n equal to 8. We did do any sum. When you do the sum, you can understand. So learn the theory part thoroughly. When to use which formula, how to identify, then the sums you can do very easily. Okay. So middle term you have to be very careful. Suppose n is odd means, don't think n is odd, only one middle term. No, n is odd, the power is odd. Suppose the power is 5, 6 terms will be there, there are 2 middle terms. Okay, then this gives the position. How can you remember very easily? N is even number. Even number you can divide by 2. Even number divide by 2. So n by 2 plus 1. N is odd. Odd number you can't divide by 2. So add 1 and divide by 2. So somewhat you can remember, right? Odd number. So you cannot put n by 2. N is odd number. You can't divide by 2. So add 1. N plus 1 by 2. Like that you remember. Okay. N plus 1 by 2th and n by 2. N plus 1 by 2 plus 1th term. Okay. Or if you want take LCM 2, no need. Just you can try to understand. Okay. That's all the theory part. Will revise it again. But before that, when you do the sums, you need something more. What you studied earlier. Combination you need, right? NCR. What's the formula for NCR? N factorial by R factorial into N minus R factorial. But when you do the sums, we won't use this formula, right? Suppose you want 5C2. What we do? Start with 5, reduce 1 by 1, 2 terms. So 5 into 4 by 1 into 2. 5C1 is 5, right? Suppose you want 5C3. Second number is more than half. You can do directly, or you can write it as 5C. NCR is NC, N minus R. Subtract it. 5 minus 3, it is 2. So 20C17 can be written as 20C, 20 minus 17. What is that? 3. Both are equal only. So because of that, the coefficients at both the ends will be equal. Coefficients at both the ends will be equal. The first one, x raised to n coefficient. That is first term, right? X plus a raised to n. And the last term is a raised to n, right? Here the coefficient is 1. Here also the coefficient is 1. The second term, so some x raised to n minus 1 a, right? So here the coefficient, and here the last but 1. Here the coefficient, both will be same. The coefficients at equal distances from the beginning and from the end are equal. Okay, first coefficient and the last one, second one and the last but one, and here the third one and here the previous one. The coefficients, equal distances, the coefficients are all what? Equal you will get. Okay, so here you would notice here a plus, here also see, look at this one, here the coefficient is 1, here also 1. Here it is 3, here also 3, like that. Okay, equal distance, the coefficients are equal. And how we are getting these coefficients? Already I said these are called binomial coefficients. That is called, we form a triangle. Listen. So you write here 1. Then here you write 1, here also 1. Looks like some design, okay. Then you write here 1. Add these two, 1 plus 1, 2. We are adding these two, okay. 1 plus 1, 2. Then at the end you write again what? 1. The gaps you write. Then here 1, 1 plus 2, 3, 2 plus 1, 3 and 1. Next one you write here 1, 1 plus 3, 4, 3 plus 3, 6, 3 plus 1, 4, then 1 here. Then can you guess the next one? 1, 1 plus 4, 5, 4 plus 6, 10, 6 plus 4, 10, 4 plus 1, 5, then you write 1. Like that you keep on writing. It looks like a triangle, right? So name of this triangle is Pascal's triangle. I'll tell you what's the use of this. First one is for n equal to 0. This is n equal to 1. This is n equal to 2, n equal to 3, n equal to 4. This is for n equal to 5. Actually, these are the binomial coefficients. So look at this one, you can understand. A plus b, suppose a plus b the whole square, a plus b the whole square. First a square, then reduce a power 1, right, and introduce b, finally you write b square. Coefficients you write 1, 2, 1. Here the coefficients are 1, 2, 1. That is why you are getting a square plus 2ab plus b square. What is a plus b the whole cube? You have to use these coefficients, right? A plus b the whole cube. Please listen, a plus b the whole cube. First you start with a cube. Coefficients we see later. Then a power you reduce 1. So a square introduce b. Then a power you reduce one more. A. B power increase. So b square. Then a power reduce one more. There is no a. B next one more. Maximum, right? This is how we are writing. First a raised to. So if it is x, x raised to the highest one, then gradually decrease. Second number, first term you don't write, then you write 1 time, square, cube, like that you write. You write the coefficients also. If it is minus, plus, minus, that's all. Okay. So coefficients, for cube the coefficients are 1, 3, 3, 1. So 1, 3, 3, 1. So a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube, right? So now you can write even a plus b raised to 5. Can you guess? First term is a raised to 5. Coefficients we write later. Then a power you reduce 1. A raised to 4, introduce the second letter b. Plus a power you reduce one more, a cube. Increase the second one, b square. Then a power reduce one more, a square. Increase b power, b cube. Then a power reduce one more, a. B power increase one more. Next, a you don't write. A raised to 5, a raised to 4, a raised to 3, 2, 1, nothing. Don't write a. B, in the first one there is no b. Then b raised to 1, b square, b cube, b raised to 4. Then the maximum b raised to 5. Now only thing, the coefficients further. Actually this is 5c0, right? 5c1, 5c2, 5c3, 5c4, 5c5. 5c0 is 1, 5c5 is 1, 5c1 is 5, 5c2 means 5 into 4 by 1 into 2. Cancel, you are getting 10. 5c3 is same as 5c2, that is 10. 5c4 is same as 5c1, it is 5. See, 1, 5, 10, 10, 5, 1, same thing is here. So just if you fill it, 1, 5, here 1, here 5, here 10, then 10, 5, 1, any expansion you can do that. So hope you understood. Okay, so this is actually combinations only, we are writing like this. So this we call it as what? Pascal's triangle. N equal to 1 means a plus b raised to 1. A plus b raised to 1 is a plus b only, no? The coefficients are 1 and 1. That only this shows 1, 1. Okay, so that's something you have to remember. And just one, finally I'm going to take one more, then we go for the sums. Okay, combination you know how to expand it. Then finally, please listen here. One important result I want to help you for a 5-mark question. 2 into 4 into 6. I want to write it some factorial. 2 into 4 into 6. 2 can be written as 2 into 1, right? 2 can be written as 2 into 1. 4 can be written as 2 into 2. 6 can be written as 2 into 3. I said I want some factorial. So 1 into 2 into 3. 1 into 2 into 3 is what? 3 factorial. Now what is left out? 2 into 2 into 2 can be written as 2 cube. So 2 into 4 into 6 can be written as 2 cube into 3 factorial. Suppose 2 into 4 into 6 into 8 into 10, how can you write, So 2 can be written as 2 into 1, 4 is 2 into 2, 6 is 2 into 3, 8 is 2 into 4, this is 2 into 5. If you take that 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5, that is 5 factorial. Now what is left out? 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. How many times? 5 times. So 2 raised to 5. So now you can guess, I think, right? 2 into 4 into 6 into 8. And continuously, even numbers, 2, 4, 6, 8, you multiply. See how many numbers are there? If there are 5 numbers, 2 raised to 5, 5 factorial. If there are 3 numbers, 2 raised to 3, 3 factorial. If there are 10 numbers, 2 into 4 into 6 into like that, continuously, even numbers, 10 numbers, 2 raised to 10 into 10 factorial. Suppose there are n terms, 2 into, how do you know n terms? If the last number is 6, divide by 2. 6 by 2, 3 terms. Last number is 10, divide by 2, 5. So there are 5 terms. 2 into 4 into 6 into etc. up to 40. That means 40 by 2. How many terms are there? 20 terms are there. 2 raised to 20, 20 factorial, right? 2 raised to 20 into 20 factorial. Suppose if I write into 2n. Last number is 2n. Half of that, n. So there are n factors. So your answer is 2 raised to n into n factorial. This is what I want. For you to understand only, I given that examples. 2 into 4 into 6 into etc. up to 2n can be written as 2 raised to n into n factorial. You can check like this. 2 means 2 into 1. 4, 2 into 2, 2 into 3. Like that last one, 2 into n. 1 into 2 into etc. up to n, n factorial. 2 into 2 into 2 into like that n times. So that is 2 raised to n. Okay, so hope you understood all these things. Look once again. Binomial theorem, you know the use of this binomial theorem, right? Any power you can expand it. Any particular term you can find out. You can find the middle term. A lot of things you can do that. Okay. So x plus a, general format, x plus a raised to n. First term you take it as x. Second time you take it as a, because like for that only we are writing the general term and all. So the order is important. Suppose you are writing a quadratic equation. A, you know the formula, x equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. What is b here? Coefficient of x. You cannot simply change as you like, right? Because based on that only we frame the formula. A means coefficient of x square. B is coefficient of x. C is the constant. Same way, if you want to say the general term is, what's the general form? NCR x raised to n minus r a raised to r. Then it should be in the format. First term you take it as x. Second time you take it as a. And the power you take it as n. Suppose even if they give the second term as x, see, suppose they are giving y plus x raised to something or y square plus x raised to 5. So you compare like this. First term is x only you should take. X equal to y square. A is x. Okay, first term is x, second term is a. If the sign is minus, you take minus also. And the power is n. Okay. Then the expansion has n plus 1 terms. If the power is 20, 21 terms will be there. And that expansion is only for natural number, right? Positive integers. General term, what's the use of that? I said already. Then binomial coefficients, C0, C1, C2, etc., Cn are binomial coefficients. Sum of the binomial coefficients, all these are important for objective question. 2 raised to n. If the power is n. If the power is 20, 2 raised to 20, right? Then odd terms coefficients, even terms coefficients are equal and each total is equal to 2 raised to n plus 1. Then middle term, very important, two formula, depends on n is odd or n is even. If n is even, only one middle term. If n is odd, two middle terms. And how to find the position, that you remember. Then finally, this Pascal's triangle that you know. Then finally, 2 into 4 into 6 into etc. up to 2n can be written as 2 raised to n into n factorial. Okay, so now based on that, we are going to do few sums and some expansion sums and all. Just I'll tell you the method how to do. I think you can do that one. Okay, now look at this. Here just I'm going to take you one sum, expand it. Suppose the power is 7. 8 terms will be there, right? Okay, we take the first one. First one is 2a minus 3b raised to 4. Please listen carefully. Expand. Just you have to expand it. Up to cube, you know. Now power. Power is 4, so 5 terms will be there, right? Here minus is there, so alternate term you put plus minus. Okay, every sum same only, but power is 7 means 8 terms you have to write, that's all. Power is 6, there are 7 terms. Okay, this is the first term, this is the second term, like that you take. Listen very carefully. So here the method is first term raised to maximum power, 2a raised to 4. So first you write 2a raised to 4. Then since minus is there, first term positive, second term negative. Now 4c1, reduce one power, 2a raised to 3, introduce the second number. Second number is what? 3b. Now you put plus 4c2. Reduce one more power, 2a raised to 2. Increase the power of the second one, 3b raised to what? 2. Then minus, plus, next minus 4c3. Reduce one more power, 2a raised to 1. Next one, increase one more power, 3b raised to 3. Next is plus 4c4, it is 1. 2a, don't write, because gradually decreasing. 2a raised to 4, 3, 2, 1, nothing, don't write. But 3b, second term, increase one more power, 3b raised to 4. This step you have to write, that's all. Listen, the power is what? 4. So first you write 4c0, 4c1, 4c2, 4c3, 4c4. 4c4 is 1, 4c0 also 1, so I didn't write that one. Then 2a. First the maximum power is what? 4. You start like that, 2a raised to 4, then gradually decrease, 2a raised to 4, then 2a raised to 3, 2, 1, nothing, the last one. Second term, 3b. First you don't write in the first term, 3b is not there, then 3b raised to 1, 3b square, 3 cube, 3b raised to 4, that's the maximum, right? Then sign, since minus is there, alternate, you change the sign, positive, negative, like that. If it is plus, every term positive. Now that's all. Like this you should write. Any term let it be. So if you take the second one, first term is x, second term is y. Instead of 3b, you put 1 by y. Instead of 3b, you put 1 by y. And every term is what? Plus 27 is there. So 7c0, 7c1, 7c2, like that you should write. You have to practice it, okay? Nothing else. Now listen how to simplify. So the power is for both, right? 2 raised to 4, 16, a raised to 4. 4c1 is 4. 2 cube is 8, a cube into 3b. Plus 4c2, if you want to do separately, 4c2, 4 into 3 by 1 into 2. 2 table you cancel, 6 you are getting, right? Into 2 square is 4a square, 9b square, right? Then last one, minus 4c3 is same as 4c1. It is 4 into 2a into 3 cube is 27b cube. Then finally 81b raised to 4, right? That's all. Now one last step. 16a raised to 4. Minus, you multiply all these things. 3, 24 into 4, 96, right? 96 a cube b minus 9 4s are 36 into 6, 216. Plus 216 a square b square, right? 27 into 254 into 4, 216, that also. Minus 216 ab cube plus 81b raised to 4. Don't look here, the coefficients are equal or not. Here 16, there 81. No, coefficient in the binomial expansion. NC0, that is here it is 4C0, 4C4. Then 4C1, 4C3. Like that only the compare. Here, why the coefficient change? Because of this 2A, 3B, 2, 3 and all different. No, the final answer don't check. Okay, that is not that one. So I think by the same method you can practice the next two. Now let's move on to the second question. That also just I want to tell you, you would have studied in the lower classes, you know, 99 square. How can you write? 100 minus 1 the whole square, right? 102 the whole cube. How can you write there? 100 plus to the whole cube. Then we use the formula a plus b the whole cube. Same thing here for higher power also. 104 raised to 4. How can you split? 100 plus 4, right, raised to 4. Now what we expanded now, same method. Power is 4, totally you'll get what? 5 terms. So how can you write? Just will give the steps. First maximum 100 raised to 4. Here plus only, so every time you put plus. 4c1. Reduce one power 100 raised to 3 into introduce the second term 4. Next 4c2, reduce one more 100 square and raise the power one more 4 square. Then 4c3, 100 raised to 1 into 4 cube. And the last one 4c4, 4c4 is 1, 100 you don't write, 4 the maximum 4 raised to 4. You know how to simplify this. So 100 raised to 4, that is 1 and 8 zeros, right? 100 raised to 1, 2, 3, 4. Calculation only you have to do carefully. 4c1 is 4 into 100 cube, 6 zeros, into 4 plus 4c2. 4c2 means 4 into 3 by 1 into 2, right? So 2 3s are 6 into 100 square into 4 square 16. 4c3 is 4c1 4 into 100 into 4 cube. What is that? 64, right? Then finally 4 raised to 4, right? 64 into 4. 256. Now we have to simplify this. So when you simplify, I'll give you the answer, you can check it, okay? Same way, even the next question, 999 raised to 5. 999 raised to 5. The nearest, the number is what? 1000, right? 1000 minus 1 raised to 5. Here minus is there, but second number is 1. So 1 raised to any number, it is 1 only. Since minus is there, alternate term, you put what? Plus, minus, like that, okay? Now let's move on to the third question. Listen, this is very good question. Find the fifth term in the expansion. Find the fifth term. Listen, what's the question? X minus 2y raised to 13. What is the power? 13. Power is 13. So how many terms will be there? 14 terms will be there. We want only the fifth term. So no need to expand all the 14th term. Directly you can take the fifth term. Listen, for that you compare with what? X plus a raised to n. Every sum of the same type. So listen very carefully. X plus a raised to n. X is the first term. It is x. A is the second term. Which sign you take? Minus 2a. And the power is n. Power is what? 13. Write the general term. TR plus 1. What's the formula? TR plus 1. NCR. X raised to n minus r. A raised to r. That you have to study. Now substitute TR plus 1 is equal to n is 13 CR. X is x only raised to 13 minus r. A is minus 2a raised to r. Up to this it is common for any question. Now you see what they asked. They asked to find the fifth term. How can you find the fifth term? Put r equal to 4. If they ask you to find the seventh term, put r equal to 6, any term. If they ask you to find the 10th term, put r equal to 9. So 9 plus 1 because tr plus 1. We want the fifth term, put r equal to 4. Put r equal to 4. When you put r equal to 4, t5 equal to, r is 4, 4 plus 1, 5, right? So 13c4, right? R you are giving 4. 13c4, x raised to 13 minus 4, it is 9, and minus 2a raised to what? 4. So 13c4 means 13 into 4 only, no, so you can write 13 into 12 into 11 into 10 by, since 4 is there, 4 factorial, 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into x raised to 9 minus 4 times. So it is plus only 2 raised to 4, 16, a raised to 4, right? So 4 3s are 12. 2 table you cancel, you are getting 8, right? So you have to multiply this. When you multiply, so 11, 8, 88 into 13 into 10. When you multiply, you will get 11440. Then x raised to 9, y raised to 4. Now let's move on to the next question. Find the middle term or middle terms. You know, sometimes there is one middle term and sometimes there are two middle terms, right? So look at the first one. We take the first one. X plus 1 by x. X plus 1 by x raised to what? 11. So we want to find the middle term or middle terms. So power is odd number, right? Suppose the power is 3. Power is 3 means 4 terms will be there. There are 2 middle terms, right? Okay. So compare with the standard form. What is the standard form? X plus a raised to n. X plus a raised to n, right? So x is the first term. Second term 1 by x. And the power is what? 11. Okay. So write the general term tr plus 1. What's the formula? NCR, x raised to n minus r, a raised to r. Substitute the values. N is 11. So 11CR, x is x only, raised to n minus r, 11 minus r, into a raised to r, that is 1 by x raised to r. Substitute. So this is tr plus 1, right? So we want to find the middle term. So listen, here n is odd. So middle term, see the position. N is odd number. So odd number, so the position is n plus 1 by 2th and n plus 1 by 2 plus 1th terms. So these are the middle terms, right? So what do you have to do? N value, n value 11. So 11 plus 1, 12. 12 by 2, it is 6. So 6th term and 7th term, right? These are the middle terms. So you have to find the 6th term and 7th term. So how can you find the 6th term? This is tr plus 1, right? Just now we did how to find the 5th term. You put r equal to 4. 6th term, put r equal to 5. When r is equal to 5 in equation number 1, you put r equal to 5, you will get t6. R equal to 5, so 11c5, right? 11c5, x raised to, r you are giving 5. So 11 minus 5, it is x raised to 6 by 1 by x raised to 5, because r is 5. 11c5 you write as it is, x raised to 6 into 1 by x raised to 5. X raised to 5 and x raised to 6 cancel. So your answer is 11c5 into x. Okay, so this is the 6th term. Don't stop, we have to find the 7th term also, right? So for that you put r equal to 6. You will get t7 is equal to 11c6 in equation 1. For r you put 6, 11c6. X raised to 11 minus 6 is 5. So x raised to 5 into 1 by x raised to 6 you are giving, right? So r value is what? 6. So what you are getting? You are getting 11c6, x raised to 5. 1 raised to 6 is 1 by x raised to 6. Now look at this one. 11c6 can be written, second number is more than the first number, more than half, right? So 11c, NCR is nc n minus r. So 11c6 can be written as 11c. Instead of 6, you write 11 minus 6, it is 5. Both are same. 11c6 and 11c5 are same. Here you can cancel these two, right? X raised 5 and x raised 6 cancel. You will get what? 1 by x. So there are two middle terms. These are the two middle terms. So you write the final answer. The middle terms are 11c5 into x and 11c5 by x. Okay, so these are the two middle terms here. So here n is what? Odd. So there are two middle terms. Now let us try one more question. If the power is even, either the second sum or third sum. Second sum you try off your own. I'll take the third one because minus is also there, right? So I'll help you that one. 2x square minus 3 by x cube. 2x square minus 3 by x cube, the whole power 10, right? 2x square minus 3 by x cube power 10. So we have to find the middle term. Listen carefully. So compare. Always compare with x plus a raised to n. X is the first term, 2x square. A is the second term. Which sign you take? Minus 3 by x cube. And the power is n. Here the power is what? 10. Write the general term, tr plus 1. Same formula. What's the formula? NCR, x raised to n minus r, a raised to r. So substitute the values. tr plus 1 is equal to, n is 10, so 10cr. X is 2x square raised to n minus r, 10 minus r, into a value minus 3 by x cube raised to what? R. So this one, you just take it as equation number 1. Now we want the middle term, right? So here 10 is even number. There is only one middle term. First you see the position. Middle term is n is even, so n by 2 plus 1th term. N by 2 plus 1th term is the middle term. N is 10, so 10 by 2. 10 by 2 is 5 plus 1, 6th term. So T6 you are supposed to find. How can you find T6? T6, for R you put 5. So in equation number 1, put R equal to 5. So you will get T6 equal to, for R you put 5, 10C5, 2x square raised to 10 minus 5, it is 5, right? R is 5. Into minus 3 by x cube raised to R value what? 5. Now just you have to simplify this, see what you get. 10C5, 2 raised to 5, 2 raised to 5, x raised to 2 into 5, 10, minus 5 times, so it should be minus, I'm writing in the front, okay, minus 3 raised to 5 by x raised to 3 into 5, it is 15. A raised to m, the whole power n is a raised to mn, right? So lengthy calculation, so just we leave it, minus 10c5, these two you can combine. 2 raised to 5 means 32, you can do that. 2 raised to 5, 3 raised to 5 can be written as 2 into 3 raised to 5, right? 2 3s are 6, so you can write it as even 6 raised to 5 divided by x raised to 10, denominator x raised to 15, so you'll get what? X raised to 15, and this is the only one middle term. Okay, so hope you understood all these things. Some more, the next level, advanced level, 5 mark questions, so that I'll be teaching in the next video.